Well, hello and welcome to Herbs and Healings Live and Survival Garden Live. I've been doing separate broadcasts and I think I'm just going to put them all together here. In this video, we're going to talk about how to avoid your vegetables being contaminated with toxic biosludge. You're going to want to tune in for this one. Yes, in this video, I'm going to talk about a new film called Biosludged, which claims that the biosludge being put on farms across North America and, of course, touted as safe and environmentally brilliant and is therefore in your food supply. They're not only safe, they're downright toxic and harmful to your health. So I'm going to read some stuff about that. And don't despair, though, because in the end, I'm going to tell you what to do about it. So you're going to want to stick around for that. So hi, my name is Leah McCulloch. I'm a registered dietitian, a food advocate, and a passionate organic gardener. On this channel, we help you be more self-sufficient, more aware, and more prepared so you can be healthy and feed your family no matter what comes. We aim to start a survival gardening revolution that will change your life forever and your neighborhood forever, I hope. Thanks for joining us, and please do invite your neighbors. Okay, so back to how to avoid your vegetables being contaminated with toxic biosludge. Okay, I'm going to read you a couple things here. I couldn't possibly put it small enough in note form here. This is an article that first came out, and this is from Natural News. I'm sure you all know Natural News. Okay, Mike Adams, a health ranger, calls biosludge the greatest environmental crime in America. And Adams' voice is one worth listening to. In addition to being the founder of the most trafficked natural health site on the web, he's also the founder of several other health-oriented sites and has been called the best health and natural products writer on the scene today. Okay, so Mike Adams comes highly recommended. Okay, so biosludge is something that has likely affected every single American and Canadian now because we're doing it up here as well. And yet most have no idea what it is. Keenly aware of the need to disseminate this vital information, he decided to shed a light on the problem. So this was a year ago, and now his film Biosludged has in fact come out. So what is it? Basically, biosludge is biosolids. So it's the product that's created when you take raw human sewage and it's processed and it's turned into fertilizer. But remember that what's in your poop is everything that's passed through your body. So that could be drugs, it could be birth control, it could be like drugs, like heroin or whatever. Like it could, whatever you take into your body. And of course, there's pesticides and herbicides, all the things that we're eating on our food already, and it's getting more and more concentrated as it goes through the cycle. Dr. Edward Group, founder of the Global Healing Center, refers to it as flush and forget type of scenario, where people unwittingly get what they flushed down the toilet right back on their dinner plates a little while later. Though the use of biosludge is prolific in the US, there's absolutely no scientific evidence that it's safe. And you'd think that before they start putting stuff into our food, you'd think they'd have some sort of obligation to prove it was safe. Surprise, surprise, no they don't. So very few scientists have been willing to speak out against this practice, but Dr. David Lewis, a researcher and microbiologist, has been doing so for close to 2 decades. The question is anybody listening? Let's find out. When he voiced his concern about the risk of using sewage sludge as free fertilizer one too many times, he was forced out of the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA. According to Dr. Lewis, scientists who speak out against the biosludge industry either find themselves fired or in prison. On the other hand, scientists who are willing to fake data in support of his massive money spinner are promoted and protected to the highest levels. Dr. Lewis calls biosolids a universe of pollution in one product. A groundbreaking study was undertaken in 2002 by researchers from the University of Georgia and co-authored by Dr. Lewis, who was still affiliated with the EPA at that time. The study, which was published in the British Medical Journal, BMC Public Health, found that residents living within half a mile of sites where the biosludge, 0.6 of a mile, sorry, where biosludge had been applied, frequently complained of burning eyes and lungs, skin rashes, and several other illnesses. There was also an elevated risk of Staphylococcus aureus infections of both the skin and respiratory tracts of residents. A quarter of all the people who surveyed were infected, leading to 2 fatalities. So a quarter of all the people that were interviewed who live within 0.6 miles of a farm that had been biosludged had these problems and were infected with Staphylococcus aureus. Dr. Lewis noted at the time the EPA does not consider S. aureus to be a significant public health risk, even though it's a leading cause of hospital-acquired infections and is commonly found in sewage. Okay, hang on. One more page of this, short page. Dr. Lewis is the author of an incredibly informative book. Okay, you can buy that on the site. Okay, so clearly the powers that be would like us to remain blissfully ignorant about the whole concept of biosludge, or alternatively believe that it's harmless and a beneficial recycling effort. Fortunately, we have people who are on it, and I'm just going to quickly take a look at this other article here. So again, the new biosludge film is out, and I'll leave the links underneath later. Be sure to watch it. Okay. So again, biosludge are the nutrient-rich organic materials produced from wastewater treatment facilities. It all sounds so natural and fertilizer-like, the conversion of what's flushed down the toilet into the raw equivalent of crop fertilizer. What could possibly go wrong with that? Well, it turns out it was never designed to be put on top of land. It was designed to be put in a landfill, a lined landfill, because of the contaminants, chemicals, and pathogens that are in it. Now, this is a man by the name of Monk, and who is he? I've forgotten who he is. Oh, Craig Monk. Okay, he's a guy who's being interviewed for this project. And again, you can see that at brighteon.com. But the EPA came up with this process to allow cities to dump on farms in the name of beneficial and safe. And to this day, if you look at their website, it promotes this. Okay, just skimming down here. But the problem is that there's hundreds of unregulated pollutants. While the EPA has thus far identified the presence of 352 pollutants in biosolids, including pharmaceuticals, steroids, flame retardants, and a whole lot more. The agency cannot yet consider these pollutants for regulation due to either lack of data or risk assessment tools. In other words, they're claiming it's safe because they haven't bothered to check into whether it's not safe. And they haven't got the technology to assess all these many, many, many different chemicals and see how they're going to affect you. Okay, so basically there's people saying, this is fraud. We're not only claiming it's safe, we're actually actively promoting it. And think about the fact that many, 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 many of your vegetables may have this on it, including organic vegetables, right? Think about that. I'm not exactly sure how that works with different farms, but that could be a possibility. Okay, so there's more on that. But the point is, I wanted to bring this to your attention. Why? Because we're always telling you, eat more vegetables, and yet your vegetables may be contaminated. So this comes back to why I'm doing what I'm doing. Why am I taking all this trouble putting these things on the web? It's because I believe that there's a better way. I believe that we should all take control of our food supply, and that includes you. Whether you live in an apartment, whether you live in a rural acreage, or anywhere in between, you need to take responsibility for your food. Yes, growing your own food takes a little bit of time, but not as much as you think. Yes, it takes space, but you can grow it in all kinds of ways. And in some of the webinars and classes we give, we'll talk about how to do it, even if you haven't got any space, any land at all. So what is Survival Garden? Why am I doing this? Well, it's my mission to get all of you to be the most to be at least a little bit self-sufficient, if not completely self-sufficient. Click on the link below. Actually, you know what? I'm just change my link here. Okay, hopefully you can see that link. Hopefully it's big enough that you can see it. https://tinyurl.com/survivalgardenfree. Click on the link, or sorry, copy it and paste it or write it down. I've done a webinar for background on this, well, not exclusively this issue, many issues why you need to grow your own food, and how easy it is to create an organic garden that is not only organic, so no pesticides, no herbicides, but also no bugs, almost no water, no digging, no weeds, no hassle, okay? I told you I want to start a revolution, and part of the revolution is I want you to be self-sufficient. I want your families to be self-sufficient. I want your neighbors to be self-sufficient, and you can do this together, okay? But also, it shouldn't be a ton of work. This is easy. It's not difficult. Don't believe the lies. It's not difficult. And if you've ever tried it before and you got discouraged, do not be discouraged. I'm going to show you how to do it in a simple, easy, quick way. In fact, you can lay down your survival garden in under an hour, okay? I mean, create your survival garden. So click on that link, or sorry, follow that link, go to that. There's a free webinar. It's an hour. There's no cost, there's no obligation. Just go and listen to what I've got to say about a new way to garden. Whether you've been gardening all your life and you think you know everything, go there anyway. If you've never gardened in your life and you're frightened, go there anyway. Anyway, I wanted to bring you this information about biosludge. This is just one of many, many, many issues that's affecting your food, your family's health, your health. We don't understand how many chemicals are being put into our bodies every day. And we need to be really clear on that. Whether you're buying herbs thinking you're doing a good thing for your brain and then you're getting toxics in that herbs, no. You need to grow your own vegetables. Or team up with someone who has land. Team up with someone who can do this, okay? So I'm going to ask you also, please share this. I know you know at least 15 or 20 people who need to see this information. And if they live nearby you, you want to talk about how you can garden together. And share this. If you're on Facebook, please tag it, share it, like it. The more likes we get, the more tags we get, the more shares we get, the more this goes viral and reaches as many people as possible, okay? We need to reach as many people as possible. Start a revolution with me. Okay, God bless you all, and we'll talk to you again, probably tomorrow, because I'm going to keep doing this until the revolution starts. Okay? Thank you. Bless you. Bye.